Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thomas Richlik from KINAMU Business Solutions, and today we will take a closer look at the KINAMU Reporter for Sugar CRM. Our today's topic is trend analysis with snapshots by using grouped lists, snapshots, and charts. The KINAMU Reporter is a flexible tool to analyze data within Sugar CRM. It allows you to intuitively build queries by drag and drop, and it also supports full charting capabilities like group charts, stacked charts, pie charts, donut charts. You can see the different chart types on the right in the reports, and you can also use it to do powerful reports like a pipeline analysis or customize KPI dashboards. The advantages of the KINAMU reporting tool is that it's very flexible and intuitive. It helps you do rapid recurring evaluation of the data that is stored within Sugar CRM. You can use it to create automated and comparable snapshots, which we will discuss today in more detail. It also gives you the possibility to define complex filter conditions and criteria, as well as geocode data within a map, like you can see on the bottom chart on the right here. So we are also able to add this functionality to a map and show, for example, which accounts are within Germany. The KINAMU Reporter is a very powerful tool. As you can see on the right, there is a report for a pipeline overview, and based on that we can do recurring evaluation of your data. So that means that we can create multiple snapshots in different time slots, and based on that you can report your current data. It has also many different functionalities like creating of list views with grouping, summing, also with calculations that is done on runtime. You can filter over several modules, like when you want to have a whole history list across all the activities modules like meetings, calls, notes, emails. So you can also get that in one list view within KINAMU Reporter. We have a powerful graphical library that we use with also a mouse over windows that are shown, so you can see detailed information. We can create pivot tables, we can do trend analysis, which is the topic of today. We can evaluate geodata, we can create target lists based on search criteria, and you can use every report to export it as a PDF or as a CSV file or an Excel file, and you can automate that functionality. So first question of today, when we want to do a trend analysis, is we will need to use snapshots. And what are snapshots? So in computer science, a snapshot is a state of a particular point in time of your current data. So to explain it in more detail, this name snapshot comes from photography, and you can imagine it like doing a picture for a given time of your data. So I can do a snapshot of my data from January, and I could do a snapshot today in March, and I could compare both sides of the report. So that's what you see in the picture here below. This one is from February, this is the current report, and when you look closer at the charts you will see that the bars are different, the pipelines here are different, and also there is different data in the reports as well. What do we use it for? Most likely for pipeline views and analysis. So I can, for example, compare the pipeline on the 1st of September to the pipeline of the 1st of October, and I can go through the whole time axis here, November, December, and if I do an automation based on that, and I say I want to create the snapshot on every first of each month, then I will have the data available in the system to compare different views. So let's take a closer look at the sample report that we've created in the system for today's session. What you can see here is the current pipeline as of today, and you can see here we are selecting for the time scope the current year and the last quarter, so we can compare the data. You see here that we go on the expected close date in opportunities, so we want to see all the opportunities within our pipelines that are going to be closed within this particular time frame here. Let's take a closer look at the sample report that we prepared for today. Today's report does an analysis of the pipeline, and what you can see in the pipeline is all the opportunities for the current year and the last quarter. So you see Q1 to Q4, and you can also see Q4 2020, so to have the values of the last year as well. In the first chart you can see the amounts per quarter and sales stage summed up. We color coded this so that the won deals are dark green and the lost deals are dark red, and you can see the amounts in the chart. So you can see here the 231 for Q4 and 313k for the won opportunities, and you can see that for each quarter as well. In the second chart here, so if you take a look here, we can see the pipeline for the current quarter for our account managers. So I can see what Chris, Sally, Sarah, Max and Will have in their pipeline, and all the sales stages here are color coded at the top. So you can see here the legend, and all of these charts within KINAMU Reporter are interactive. So I can, for example, remove the closed deals, the closed lost deals and the closed won deals. The chart changes. I can change it from stacked to grouped, so to just see the value of the bar charts, how I prefer it. And it's a very powerful library for the charts. In the third chart, we can see all the opportunities within the time scope here, summed up per account. So if I take a closer look at this chart, I can see that Cumberland Trails Inc. Has the highest amount in my pipeline, and in terms of assigning resources, I could then say, okay, I want my whole account managers put special focus on that particular customer. I could go also within CRM and check if there are some other details like support tickets or requests that the customer made that I need to address to actually win these deals. And below the charts you can see the list views. So what we do is we group the opportunities per account manager. So here at the top you can see all of Chris's opportunities. We can see there are 7 items. I can also collapse and open it as well. I have here all the links for the account, so I could click on one and it puts me directly on the account view within Sugar CRM. I can also see the sales stage, so is it closed lost, is it won? I see the probability. In some other reports we can also show you how you can do a weighted pipeline analysis. We will cover that in a separate video a little bit later. You see also the expected closing date here. the calculated quarter for the reports, and the amount of the opportunity. And we said you can do powerful calculations, so you can see here that we have different quarters, and we actually calculate in which of this quarter this opportunity is fallen. So based on the date here, 25/02/2021, this would be in the current first quarter on the report. So now that we have covered what we can see on the report, we will take a closer look at the snapshot functionality. And you have two options to create snapshot within KINAMU Reporter. One is to do it manually and say take a snapshot of this current point in time. So I would go here at the top and say take snapshot. And the second possibility I can use is that I can automate the creation of snapshots. So we have here under tools the schedulers, and here I can plan and say, okay, I want my snapshot automated. I want it to be taken every month on the 1st of this month at 7 o'clock. I tell him to take the snapshot, and I can give it a description as well here. So you can see here automatic snapshot. For the actions, you could not only automate creation of the snapshot, you could also tell the KINAMU Reporter to send you a PDF or send the values as an Excel sheet. And what happens when you create the snapshot is actually that our KINAMU Reporter goes and creates a snapshot, a save of the current data that is shown here, so all of the entries within the list view, and it also captures all of these charts that you see here. So chart 1 with the quarters and the sales stages amounts, the current pipeline as for each account manager, and based on the current time frame also which customer has the most amount of deals, so that we can compare that. So once we've created our snapshots and we run this report, normally you always have the most actual data for the current view on it, and here if you go under snapshot you can jump from current to another point in time. So I could go back to here to the 2nd of February 2020, and if you take a closer look on the charts and on the list view, you will see that the data changes. So now I'm here on a different point in time, and based on that I can compare, for example, the last quarters with each other. I can see how the quarter Q4 for 2020 was looking like, and I could compare it to what we actually did in revenues. There are different options to accomplish that. I like to open this particular report in 2 tabs, and here on the left side you can see that I've opened February, and in the right I've opened the same report with the current data. And if you pay closer attention to the charts, you will see that this goes from 2019 to 2020 Q4, and here from 2020 Q4 to 2021 Q4. So we can see that this particular values for Q4 2020 don't exactly match what we had in the pipeline here with the sales stages, but we can do that particular comparison here. And I can also take a closer look on the pipeline that my account managers had at this particular point in 2020. So they had different opportunities, different amounts in the sales stages as as of today. So, for example, Sally has already a lost deal, and here in 2020 it was a not so large amount. When we take a look at the list views here, we can also see all the different data sets that we saved for this report. So I can really compare it each data line per data line, and we see that Chris has different opportunities here with different companies that he has in 2020. What we can also do with this kind of snapshots is we can compare them to each other. And to do that, I'm going back to my initial report here, and if I take a closer look, I will see all the different opportunities here. I can go to my current data, and you see these different charts, the different data sets. And here at the top where you saw snapshots, we also have a chart by chart comparison. So here I can open up different charts of my report. I can go here on chart 1, and then I can compare the February here with the current snapshot, and you see the pipeline is different based on the amounts. I could then also open the report in 2 browser windows to compare each line if I want to see the details. And what you can also do is you can hover with the mouse over a specific data set, so you will see how it's grouped, which sales stage it is. You can see the amount and the percentage for this bar. So I can do the same here, so that accounts for 25% of the chart, for example. I can also click on the chart and remove the closed and won opportunities, and then do a closer comparison as well if I want to. I can also select other charts that we had on the report, so I can go on chart 2, the expected closing within the current quarter, so the pipeline view for each account manager, and here I can see how the pipeline develops over time. So are there any changes? Do the sales stages move? Is there anything that's different? I can do the same for the search chart, and I can compare with which client I have the most valuable opportunities. So in 2020 it was Smith & Sons, and as of today it's Cumberland Trails and Inc. And this also helps me to get a better overview and to accommodate resources when creating the reports. So once again, thank you for watching our video Trend Analysis with Snapshots for KINAMU Reporter. I hope that you could get a better understanding of what we can do with KINAMU Reporter. If you have any questions, I've included the contact information here as well. You can reach out via email to me, or you can post a comment beneath the video. As always, you can subscribe to the video by clicking the button below. I would be very happy. And if you want to have a special topic covered, just let me know. Thank you, and bye bye.